In the book, Ishmael is the lone survivor of the entire ordeal in the last confrontation with Moby Dick. Ahab dies. He does a final confrontation. Goes, "This is my final stand," and that Ahab dies. My theory, another theory that I have here, is that big boss, that Ahab big boss, is going to die with the final confrontation with who? Cypher. Of course, it's not going to be the final confrontation because the Patriots still exist and all this bullshit, because we have the other games. But like the final confrontation of getting vengeance against Cypher. And guess what happens? The whale wins as Cypher wins. Right? Because if you think about it, Cypher continues on even afterwards. Maybe this personality of Big Boss starts realizing, okay, I'm going to go for vengeance, and then maybe a lot of shit happens. Maybe he gets like his entire base destroyed. Maybe his entire base is destroyed and all this stuff, and he looks at himself and he's like, I've killed so many lives. The point of this vengeance is pointless. I am not going to do this anymore. And that part of him, that Ahab that seeks vengeance, dies, which is Venom Snake, Punish Snake, dies. And Big Boss, as we know, comes back. Ishmael comes back. And remember, Ishmael's what? The lone survivor of the book as well. So that part of Big Boss survives and starts realizing at the end of the game, no more vengeance. I'm going to go on and I'm going to find another way to stop Cypher. And that side of a Big Boss that was reluctantly trying to chase after Cypher and kill Cypher and go after him like a crazy man is gone towards the end of the game, and he no longer becomes Venom Snake or Punish Snake. His mind reverts back to Big Boss. And then that's really what I think was going to happen. Because, like I said, Hideo Kojima's doing the theme of Moby Dick, not the theme of the biblical Ishmael. You know, if that was the case, look at Eli. Of course, Eli on another biblical term and everything, but maybe I really don't think Hideo Kojima's trying to use the biblical Ishmael for Big Boss. I think Eli, on this case, is just trying to connect maybe the clones with each other, like Eli and David. You know, David being being Solid Snake and everything like that. So I think that's like a separate theme going on right there, like a little mini theme going on. But I think the main thing in the entire thing is Big Boss and Moby Dick. On top of that, he's taking the pills as we saw there. Then there's a cassette tape saying "From the Man Who Sold the World." All right, that's a song by I think David Bowie. We all know that Kojima's a big David Bowie fan and everything. And in that song specifically, it's talking about a doppelganger. And the reason why David Bowie wrote that song, which originally the title is "The Man Who Sold the World," and not "From the Man Who Sold the World," but "The Man Who Sold the World," is really about talking about David Bowie was talking about his brother who had, I think, schizophrenia, multiple personality disorder. I think he had schizophrenia actually, and he had basically he had like split personalities and everything like that. And that's why David Bowie wrote that song. Hideo Kojima, being a big fan of David Bowie, probably knew the meaning to that song, and so kind of implemented it and put it in the trailer to show, hey, look at these pills, very common with multiple personality disorders and schizophrenia. On top of that, I'm putting a song of David Bowie talking about schizophrenia and multiple personality disorders and doppelgangers and all this stuff. Okay, hint, hint, wink, wink. Look, there's a mirror. He punches a mirror. Oh shit! A lot of patients do that when they're talking to themselves in the mirror. They tend to like punch the mirror to like shut that person up and everything. Which is, if you don't believe me, look it up. It's true. On top of that, from Fox, two phantoms are born, meaning XOF and Fox. No, I don't think they're talking about XOF and Fox. Even though it states it there, I think they're talking about two phantoms are born. What do they mean by two phantoms? Zero and Big Boss? Nah, it's too freaking obvious, especially with Hideo Kojima. And on top of that, I think it's a little bit different to that because it's saying phantoms. Phantoms being what? The mindset of Big Boss. The two phantoms in his head telling him to do this and the other side to do that. And then they're taking turns taking over the body, but at this time being, he's basically arguing with himself as Punish Snake, the Ahab, if you would, right? And on top of that, the Phantom Pain. Why call the game the Phantom Pain? Was it because he lost his arm? No, it's not because he lost his arm. Now, let's look into this. And it is because Big Boss has lost a part of him that no longer, or is faintly existing in his mind. As you, like they say, as you're like, if you lose an arm and everything, you feel like you're losing a what? Part of yourself. Physically and, mentally as well. So in this case, that arm can probably signify Big Boss losing part of himself. The phantom pain. And the phantom pain, if you guys don't know, is essentially when you lose a limb, the person still feels the pain like if they were still losing the limb and everything like that. Like they feel their hand hurting and everything, even though there should be no pain. The nerves are fine. The hand is obviously not there, so how can he feel the pain? But the phantom pain may be in a psychological standpoint, meaning that the pain of seeing himself become this person. Maybe throughout the game you're playing as Punish Snake, Venom Snake, you're doing all these heinous acts, you're killing people, and from time to time you look in the mirror and you see yourself, what have you become, like, oh shit, I did it again, I'm fucking losing it, what the hell is wrong with me? And you're fighting inside, and this phantom pain of, a part of you is gone, that you feel like the part of you of humanity is gone altogether. And I really think that's what they're talking about, the phantom pain, not the loss of limbs and all that stuff. Obviously the loss of limbs and Quiet apparently having no tongue and some of these characters losing eyes and ears and all this stuff is just is just supporting that phantom pain theory a little bit more. But I think the phantom pain is talking about in a psychological standpoint, that a part of him is dead, but he still feels that part of him still alive at the same time, right? So with that being said, I think in conclusion, I really think this is Big Boss, but he's just fighting with himself. He has two parts of himself fighting amongst each other. He has Ishmael, which is basically the part of him that is dying and he's forgetting who he was, okay? And then we have Ahab, which is the current character you're playing, Venom Snake, Punish Snake, because you're out for vengeance. And they say V has come too. Vengeance, everything about vengeance, and all that stuff, and Snake going apeshit crazy. So I really, and the fact that they showed pills there, which is very common with schizophrenia and multiple personality disorders, I could say is a good factor to indicate that's a possibility, or more likely that this is Big Boss. And that's basically all I have, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know this was about like 20 plus minutes or so. I did have to split up the video into two parts just for the fact that copyright issues and blah 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 blah. It's a pain in the butt. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope some of the evidence I stated in these videos and everything like that kind of maybe changes your mind that it can't be Gray Fox and it's most likely Big Boss himself, but with a personality disorder. But yeah, if you still think it's Gray Fox, hey, fine with you. Like I said, there's a part of me that still believes that it could be Gray Fox. Of all the possibilities, either it's Big Boss with multiple personality disorder or it's Gray Fox. But I'm leaning a little bit more to the personality disorder just for the fact that the Gray Fox theory maybe a little bit too outlandish, a little bit too much in my opinion, but I kind of like, that's like my trump, that's like my backup, if you would, if my theory about Big Boss having multiple personality disorder is not it, I'll bring out the Gray Fox card. It has to be Gray Fox then, in my opinion. And that's basically it. I hope you guys really did enjoy it. I want to hear your comments about these videos. Actually, just go to the other videos and check those out too. And basically, I want to hear your theories. What you think? Is this really Big Boss? Do you think it's Gray Fox? Do you think he has a multiple personality disorder? Or do you think maybe it's Raiden again? Maybe we're playing as Raiden somehow. I don't know. I'm just trolling now. But basically, I want to hear your opinions on Metal Gear Solid 5 and hear your theories, because in the meantime, we just got to wait until we actually figure it out, because there's only one way to find out if all this is true, and that is when the game motherfucking comes out. All right? So all those people saying I'm wrong, nope. I'm wrong until the game comes out. Okay, I'm right until the game comes out, better yet. I am right until the game comes out. And so is everyone else's theories. Everyone's right about their theories until the game comes out, because we don't know. All right? So that's basically it. Hope you enjoyed it for the 1,000th time already. So this is Bomb Primus. Keep it crunchy and peace out. Hey guys, it's Bomb Primus here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more videos like this one, press the link in the top left corner right there. Otherwise, press the link in the top right corner to take you to a random ass video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Bomb Primus 0, and follow me on Facebook and Twitter. This is Bomb Primus. Keep it crunchy and peace out.